So imagine walking down a street in Africa, but it looks like Paris, Of course, they've got cafes, they've got cobblestone roads, and they've got people sipping coffee under umbrellas. So this city is in Africa, and of course, it feels like Europe. They've got green haze, they've got cool air, and they've got neat streets, and they've got calm vibes. And yes, it is in Uganda. Yes, and today we are visiting Fort Portal, a beautiful city in western Uganda that many people call the Switzerland of Uganda. So let me show you why this place feels more European than you do ever expect. So welcome to Fort Portal, the Ugandan city that feels like Europe. Of course, it is real. So Fort Portal is hidden in the green haze of western Uganda, and of course, this little city surprises everyone who visits. So let's explore why it feels so European and why it is one of Africa's most magical places. So first, Fort Portal has got rolling green haze, they've got misty mountains, and they've got fresh air. Of course, the air in Fort Portal is so fresh that it smells like rain. So Fort Portal sits right at the foot of Rwenzori Mountains, of course, often called the Mountain of the Moon. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Of course, Fort Portal's architecture and vibe are totally different from what most people expect in Uganda. So you will find cozy cafes serving best cappuccinos. You find bakeries with croissants, and you even find boutique hotels that look like they belong in Switzerland. So why does Fort Portal feel so European? Of course, well, Fort Portal was once a British colonial town. So the British built roads, they built schools, and they built the buildings here. And some of that design still remains. But the real magic is not just in the building, it is in the atmosphere. So the city is super clean, super calm, and super organized. Of course, locals take pride in keeping it beautiful. And of course, there are flower gardens everywhere. And the streets are lined with trees. Fort Portal is even being named Uganda's tourism city because it is so welcoming and very, very peaceful. So another cool stuff I want to point out about Fort Portal is the weather. The weather helps too. Of course, Fort Portal sits high up in the mountains, so it is cool and breezy all year round. No sticky heat, no heavy humidity, just perfect picnic weather. But the best part is the people. Ugandans are known for their warmth. And in Fort Portal, everyone greets you with smile. You will hear laughter in the market, you will hear music in the streets, and you will see kids playing soccer with mountain view behind them. So another cool thing about Fort Portal is that Fort Portal is surrounded by some of the most beautiful nature in Africa. Of course, Fort Portal is surrounded by crater lakes that sparkle like mirrors. They've got tea plantations that stretches for miles, and they've got chimpanzees forest just a short drive away. So yeah, it feels like Europe, but with African soul. So Fort Portal is not just a city, it is a feeling. Of course, a mix of calm, beauty, and kindness that makes you forget where you are. So it is proof that Africa is full of surprises, and sometimes the most unexpected places feel like home. So if this blew your mind, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and like and follow for more hidden gems around the world, and let me know in the comment down below which city surprised you the most.